A lot of you probably wonder, what is spastic paraplegia? You've heard me mention it, I forgot it. Well, first of all, I'm not a spastic. I hate being called a spastic. What it means is my muscles go into spasms, and not just arm muscles and leg muscles, all my muscles. Any muscle that can go into spasm does go into spasm. I have to take tablets for my bowel and bladder spasms. I have to take tablets for my muscle spasms in my arms and that. When I have a severe seizure, it affects my arms and my legs. And I've had one seizure that affected my whole body from the neck down. And that's where the paraplegia come in, because when you have a severe attack, you lose the ability to control your arms and your legs, and it can be quite paralyzing. It was once thought to be a psychological disorder, but now it's proven otherwise. It's now classed as one of the mildest forms of motor neuron disease. I didn't even know anything about it until I saw it on my medical notes and did some research on it on the internet. What happens is, when I have a severe attack, which thank goodness is very rare, the doctor has to come out and give me a shot of diazepam. I had a severe attack, but not as severe as, well, let me put it this way. I've had a severe attack where like I said, I've been paralyzed from the neck down, but I had a severe attack recently, which wasn't as bad, where it just affected my arms and my legs, and the doctor had to give me, of course, the diazepam tablets to overcome that. I also have a weakened immune system, and I'm prone to infections. That's why I can't go to work. Plus, not only that, with the spasms, I don't know when it's going to happen. I can get uncontrollable movements. For example, I had a mobile phone, and I had it on the work surface, and my left hand, I don't know, it just suddenly just took itself for, I can't repeat it, it's hard to do. Anyway, it just sort of swung out. I couldn't stop it, and it hit my mobile phone and sent my mobile phone into our compost bin, which had water in it. And unfortunately, the insurance didn't cover my disability, so I was unable to replace my mobile phone. I have burnt myself and cut myself inadvertently, because, like, yesterday's a good example. I was making myself a sandwich, I think, or doing some dinner, and I was watching what I was doing. There comes my cat. But the thing is, if I just jerk even a little bit with a seizure, no matter how mild, there's a risk of me cutting myself or even burning myself. And believe me, it's not very nice. But I have been referred to as spastic, and which is all wrong. I'm not a spastic. I have a neurological condition, and the reason, the causes of spastic paraplegia are unknown. But back in the 80s, 87 I think it was in Minot, North Dakota. There had been a chemical warehouse fire, which I was not actually in the warehouse itself. I was in the truck stop with my daughter and some friends, and in that fire was these chemicals that contained loads of neurotoxins, some which were even used in World War II as nerve gases. So I obviously inhaled these gases, and that may have been the causal factor in my case, but no one really knows for sure. I mean, any neurotoxin is going to affect the brain receptors anyhow, because it's just going to, the chemicals, your body can't get rid of some of the chemicals, especially chemicals I was exposed to, like DDT, and there's another one, parathion. It's a strange, apparently that particular chemical I was exposed to could be what's hammering my immune system, and because there's a chemical that I was exposed to that does actually target the immune system, and most of the chemicals in this warehouse had been banned anyway when this fire happened. But I'm on medication. I take regular medication. However, if I don't take my medication, or I miss a dose or even 2 doses, I know about it. If I don't know about it that day, I soon find out the day later. I stay positive. I have to stay positive. I continue my interest in the paranormal, which I've had experiences with since I was 4, long before I suffered this condition. I try to, whenever there's issues relating to disability, especially with the authorities, talking about cutting benefits and that to us who are disabled, I do speak out and do my bit. I obviously can't go out to work because of my weakened immune system, but if I could do something where I know I could earn enough money to become self-employed, I would do, but I don't know of anything I'm skilled enough at to do that. I do know how to do research, and I did study biology and studied with the OU, and science with the OU. So, I do have, the spastic paraplegia doesn't affect my intelligence, but I sometimes get speech slurs. It's just hard to really cover everything that you get when you have spastic paraplegia. I would really like to hear from others who are spastic paraplegia sufferers. I get tremors in my hands. Sometimes I have problems like I can't always. There's good days I can actually connect things together, like a hook or something. And then other days it takes me a long while just to put one, like a button, for example. Some days I'm pretty good, I can do it with my buttons. Other days I'm struggling to get the button through the buttonhole. Things like that, There was an example I was going to give you of something else I try to do, and that normally people can do pretty quick. That takes me some time to do. But the thing is, I don't think about my illness too much. I don't even discuss it too much, but I do know there's people out there that like me, and and with spastic paraplegia, it affects people like with other conditions regarding one to how they cope and medication they're taking. Each person's disability is individual to them, as individual as they are. I am a strong advocate for other disabled people, and I have a friend who is either bipolar or schizophrenia, which I introduced you to. She's a very lovely person, Yasmin. Although I'm beginning to think she's more bipolar. That's why I've done some checking on YouTube about it. But either way, regardless, she's like a sister to me, and I think a lot of her. And had I not become disabled myself, I was going to become a social worker and work with the disabled. So, but strange enough, me being disabled, I have family members who now work to assist the disabled, and which includes my daughter, my brother, and my sister. All their work involves the disabled, and I'm very proud of them all, and I love them all very much. So maybe it was meant to be, to maybe my my health was to move them into the work that they're doing now. And as long as my daughter never suffers the ill effects of the gases, I'm happy, and I'm really proud of her. Thank you.